BLUELOCK chapter 299, Blue Tears. And boy, were there tears. What a traumatic experience for our boy Raito. Having to now play alongside Nanase instead of Nagi can do that to a guy. But like I said last week, this is BLUELOCK. And if you can't hack it, off. This chapter, Ego had Savage Mode turned up to 100%. High key, Ego never liked Raito and Nagi, and he definitely has favorites. I won't name names though. Listen, before we jump into the chapter, I just want to simply thank you all from the bottom of my heart. We've finally reached 1,000 subs, and you guys are my day ones. Honestly, I'm so grateful to you all, and God bless you, and let's turn this 1,000 to 5,000 real quick. I have so many video ideas I want to implement in this channel, and I want you all to be part of that journey. So if you haven't already, please subscribe up, like the video, and make sure you leave a comment below. Let's grow together. Now, the chapter starts with Bachira celebrating the win with Barcha players. Bro's high as hell in the air, and I hope he used his ball deodorant before the match. Otherwise, Lara's getting a huge whiff of ball cheese, cause I know Bachira must be busting after his first win in the league. The score is 2-3, and both Raito and Nagi can't believe it. But they're not the only ones. Nijiro Nanase could not believe his eyes. I made it. Raichi's hyped, Zantetsu's hyped, and so is Kiora after making the top 23. Then we see the list of players locked off, which includes Nagi, Tokimitsu the bum, Hayate. Then there's Neo, whose passport needs checking by the way, on a Yusufa Makoko thing. Darai also didn't make it, leaving Hiyori as the only brother left to carry the mantle, with Hiragi, Wanima, Himizu, Haiji, Chu, Wakatsuki, Kitsune Zato, and finally Nishioka and Igarashi all falling out. Damn, maybe Nishioka really was a scrub after all. Nah, it's just cause of the injury. Yep, that's what it is. Ego jumps back on screen as he announces, this concludes the final salary auction announcement. Those of you not selected in the top 23 are no longer needed in BLUELOCK. So, off. Damn it, Ego. Was that really necessary? This man opens up a huge exit door with the words loser gate written on it. Bro, Ego has zero chill whatsoever. Isagi chimes up to say what I'm sure most people must have been thinking at the time. Why didn't Nagi make it? And Ego replies with, well, if you read the manga Isagi, you'd know that it's cause he couldn't prove himself in a match. There has been time where he showed us he can shine, but it's too inconsistent. This salary is appropriate for a player of his quality. That's all there is to it. Basically saying players like Nagi and Phil Foden try to scam their way to Player of the Season awards cause of their flashiness, and all the aesthetics merchants lap it up. But in truth, they're not the same quality as consistent performers like your Isagis and Bukayo Sakas of the world. Isagi tries to go on about Nagi's talent before Raito butts in on the screen and demands, do it again. It makes no sense. This just makes no sense. The whole world acknowledges his abilities. Sometimes he's trash, and I mean doo-doo. Like, the boy don't know the basics, but there are miraculous plays only Nagi can make. He goes on to start shouting at Ego. He's obviously a genius. Isn't it a waste to just let him disappear? So run the calculations again, big man. Shut up and get a grip. Bro, I swear down Ego was ready to smack the purple dye out of Rayo's top knot. This isn't school, you sheltered dimwit. Didn't I say at the start that this is a laboratory for creating the world's best? And fuck's you talking about he's a genius? Is that a joke, you clown? The results just now were clear enough. Seishiro Nagi's talent has withered away. Complete savage mode. This guy Ego has no time for any of that weak shit. He tells it how it is and doesn't care who gets choked up about it. Nagi sits there motionless and Raito speechless. But Ego wasn't finished cooking. He whips up his augmented reality graphics and goes on to talk about talent. It isn't the power to believe in your abilities, it's the power to first believe in and then prove your abilities. But talent changes depending on one's surrounding and mental state. Friends and rivals, goals and emotions can all increase or decrease talent. And sometimes, you even get results that surpass your talents. Seishiro Nagi's wild feint chain in the third match was an example. In that moment, he unexpectedly proved he could produce results beyond his talent. You were deluded enough to think that that was your true power, and the world demanded that from Seishiro Nagi as well. Just like when a 5 sleeps with a 10 and suddenly thinks that that's her level. What you guys should have done was to analyze the fact that you got a result beyond his talent. As we see some Twitter comments talking about, damn, can we just call him the world's best already? And we need Nagi at Real, and all sorts of crap like that. Like I said before, aesthetics merchants. Aero continues saying, but the biggest mistake was letting that goal convince Seishiro Nagi that he achieved his dream of defeating Yoichi Isagi. As he goes on to drop some philosophical truth bombs on everyone's head tops. Do you know the biggest cause of talent withering up? Loss of hope? Despair? Fear? Nah, none of these. It's satisfaction. This guy Ego, he absolutely knows he cooked right there and was definitely smiling behind his hands in that moment. Ego, you ain't slick, bro. And he wasn't finished. Bro carried on with the slow cooking, going on to say he still didn't have what it takes to beat Yoichi Isagi, but he just happened to win. His desire was released, and an animal with a full stomach forgets to hunt. That fire will not return. In that match, he should have tried to prevail on his own, no matter how painful it was. Even if he'd lost, he should have kept the fire of his ego burning strong. The choice to team up killed Seishiro Nagi's talent. I hate to say it, guys, but I told you so. Rayo really sold Nagi in the end. The author even chose to use the exact same panel I used in my review when I said it. But Rayo not letting Nagi spread his wings is what ultimately killed Nagi's creativity, and consequently killing his talent and his ego. Rayo couldn't believe it, as he realizes that Ego's words were true. That shit must have cut deep. And mind you, Ego's drawing him out in front of the whole world here. It's gonna be a long ass road to recovery for Rayo here. I fear he's gonna be the next one to get emo-fied like Kunigami. But if he gets through this, boy is he gonna be a problem. Ego continues to drive the dagger into Rayo's heart, saying, it was already withered up then. His talent will never blossom again. But you continue to water it and believe otherwise, Rayo Mikage. In the end, Seishiro Nagi, you spoke of being the world's best. Stop. You were satisfied, right? That's why you were afraid of losing the ones around you. No? Stop it, Rayo says as tears start rolling down his cheek. The ones on his face. Shut up. Damn. Again, Ego with the savagery. This is BLUELOCK. As he concludes with, I only need crazy bastards who won't be satisfied until they're the world's best. Which, by the way, guys, confirms Rin won't make it. But y'all ain't ready for that conversation yet. Normies who are satisfied with less than that, please, go home. Seishiro Nagi. Like I said, this man Ego does not hold back. Is it harsh? Yes, these are kids after all. But is it the truth? Damn right. And this is his program, so he can do whatever he wants. Y'all signed the consent form, remember? As Rayo's breaking down, Nagi finally pipes up. Hey Rayo. As Rayo looks over, Nagi says, I love you. Nah, I'm messing, I'm joking. He didn't say I love you. But the chapter ends with him starting his sentence with I. And what does he say next? I guess we'll never know. Until next chapter. But anyways, what a savage chapter. Turns out, Nagi didn't hallucinate the loss like some people thought. He's really going home for real. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It reinforces the stakes of BLUELOCK. Plus, it means the episode of Nagi manga can deviate from the main BLUELOCK facility and we could get fresh new content. Perhaps Nagi playing club football and making his way into the Japan senior team on his own. Listen, Ego yapped a lot this chapter and I'm convinced he loves the sound of his own voice. But to summarize, he basically said that Nagi and Raito believed in their own hype and didn't internalize why they played beyond their talents that one time. It was a complete and utter fluke. A one-time thing, because if you think about it, Isagi and Kaiser was able to shut them down every single time after that. Really, what Nagi should have tried to do is beat Isagi without the help of Raito next. He should have listened to Agi. I mean, look at this majestic being. Anyways, this got me thinking, what if this is the eventual fate of every genius in BLUELOCK who play off pure instincts alone and hit a brick wall that talent alone can't overcome? Maybe a true hybrid player, a player who's both a talented learner and a genius, is the only one who can go forward, like my bro Aero Assassin suggested in his latest theory video. And if you haven't seen that yet, I recommend you go check it out because it's an absolute banger. I'll leave a link below. Ego was truly in his bag this chapter, making sure to serve up a 5-course meal of the finest grilling possible. Yeah, Isagi is definitely turning into Ego when he gets older. In fact, thinking about it, what if Ego is actually Isagi from the future? They both got the same dog in them. I digress. But yeah, Ego hates Nagi and Raito. And speaking of Raito, his arc should be hella interesting going forward. I really can't wait to see what kind of player he becomes. I'm looking forward to next chapter. And I'm really looking forward to hearing what you guys think about this chapter and what's next for Nagi. Luckily, we don't have to wait long for that. And so before I see you next time, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and please make sure you take care and God bless.